Hello, YouTube. Well, it's Saturday and I have nothing to do, so why not just make a video? And I wanted to talk about today about how people are not gonna be like you. So even though like I've had like people that's come into my life that I've been like a good person, and you might think like, oh, that they should be the same and they reciprocate that. Well, everyone's not going to be like you, and everyone's not going to be like this nice person or as giving or tolerant and patient and generous as you. um and it doesn't mean that they don't want to be your friend or something bad. They're just not like you. And not only that, whatever you do, you should do it genuinely and from your heart. And no matter if that person, I'm talking more like your friends, if they do the same thing back or not, it shouldn't matter, because whatever you've done for them, it should have been from your heart and because you actually really wanted to, and not because you wanted something back in return. And sometimes it can be a little tough, because when you feel like you've been there for someone and you think that them being your friend, that even though it might not be the niceness of you or that you've given them something, but when something happens to you and it's very obvious that their support would greatly be um needed, and it's not something like monetary type of thing, but more um even if it was monetary, you would think that, and that they're capable, that they would like kind of like hold it down for you because you actually did that for them, or you didn't even have they didn't even have to ask you. You seen that they were in a situation and you offered, and no, they didn't ask you. I know that, right? Because I can't stand people, they'll say, well, I didn't ask you. Yeah, you didn't ask, but I felt like a friend is supposed to, you know offer if they can help you, or they have a roof over their head, and you need a place to stay and they have a floor that you can sleep on. Of course you can come stay with me. I hear that you're having a tough time, and something like that. So it just kind of, I've had it happen to me before, and I'm not gonna lie, it can hurt my feelings, and it has also provoked me to think like, do I want to continue on being this person's friend or not, or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like contemplated, but I just take the person for who they are, and then, but I also know, then I also kind of feel like I have the expectations that I have on them is limited. Like, I feel like, okay, they definitely not someone that I can depend on, or that really got my back. I won't feel like that anymore, because when I really need them the most, they didn't even express like, oh, I would have liked to have done that, but I can't, or not even that. And so I'm cool. I'll be cool on that person, and just kind of like, after our season has passed, of course I will say hello, hey, how you doing, maybe even go have drinks with them or whatever. But I'll just know that, that I can't depend on them, or they're definitely not someone that I will call on if I needed help, which I usually don't call on anyone. I kind of do would like for a person, if they do see me in a situation, to offer. But I know a lot of people, they do that, like, oh my gosh, I've done this for this person, and you should never throw things up in people's faces, and you hate to have to throw things up in people's faces, but sometimes people do act like they forget that I had your back when this happened and that happened and this happened, and oh, how quickly did you forget? And they will forget, or they act like nothing happened, or it's so crazy, like what I feel like I've done for that person is like so minute to what they felt like that I done. Oh no, I helped you out for a whole month. No, it was just for a day. No, it was every bit of a month or more. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. So if you do have experiences like that, don't expect people to be how you are, but don't allow them to change who you are as well, just because they are not like you, or to change that you still want to be a nice good person. You still be their friend, you know and just accept that that's how they are. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. They're just not as giving as you, and wouldn't do as much as you are. And it's the same thing with with a person that might be like you, a type of person that contacts people and call them all the time, and you like to keep in touch, and people don't do that with you, like your family or your cousins or your aunties or your friends or whatever. And you're not like the type of person, you're the type of person that does that, right? But they're not. And it can get on your nerves. But the thing is that you are like that. You are a sociable person. You are a type of person that likes to keep in contact with others. It's not necessary that they are like that. And it doesn't mean that they don't like you or it's bad. I think it's just that they're not like you. They don't like to, or not that they don't like to, it's just not their thing, or you're not in their rotation, what I like to say. But it doesn't mean that they might not think about you every now and then, or love to talk to you when you do call them. You're just the one that do that. It's not necessarily that they're against it. So don't think like, well, I'm not calling them because no one wants to keep in touch with me because I'm always doing this. Well, it's because that's what you do. You the type of person, and it's a great characteristic that a person to have, to know how to continue to keep in touch with people and their loved ones and business partners and things like that. I think that that's great. But if the person doesn't do it, I don't think that it's because they don't like you or they don't want to talk to you. And even if they don't answer your phone calls, whatever, they could be busy, who knows, it's just that they're not that type of person like you are. So kind of just like accept it. If you do decide you don't want to get into that whole keep calling people because they don't seem to be actively staying in contact with you, then just stop. It's not a big deal. You don't have to be mad about it. Just like, what, I'm not gonna keep doing it because I don't see the effort from the other person, and you definitely don't want to put into someone else what you are not. You're putting something into someone else, and you're not really getting too much out of that. That's why I said, like, if a person doesn't, you don't feel like they reciprocate the type of relationship that you were delivering, then you know what, put them over there. You're at arm's length. Okay, you cool. I probably wouldn't consider you as a real friend. You're a good associate. I can go have drinks with you, have dinner, whatever, and that's kind of like about it. Kiki, ha ha. All right, have a nice day and peace out. So that's all I got to say about that, because I'm definitely, I have seen, it makes me sad, but I have seen, and I how I've definitely gone through some trials and tribulations, and people that can be there for you, and you that can be there for you, and then people that outright that you offer to help them, all kinds of things, and it's very obvious, and they won't say a nothing. Not even like, I wish I could do something for you, or nothing. It's nothing. So I could totally understand what a person could be going through, that's dealing with a situation like that. So whatever. Next, they'll just make them a non-factor basically, and keep it pushing. Don't have them in your sphere like that. It's just like, whenever I see you, if you want to call me, you can call me. It's cool, but I'm good. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that, and yeah, that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go find something to do. I'm gonna buy somebody something for Father's Day. All right. Well, it was nice chatting with you, and leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye, and don't let people change you.